And I know Rachel's going to give us a report. Rachel, you want to come up?
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Just get set up real quick. I'm not sure if Zach's collecting zip codes, but I was out at the splash pad on Saturday for the opening, and what a great crowd there was. There's a good crowd down there right now despite the dark skies, but I definitely think you'll see some visitors from the surrounding counties, and it's definitely creating some chatter on Facebook as we've been answering all their questions. So congratulations to y'all and great job on
Thank
that.
you. Appreciate that.
This is kind of a year-end, but also our fourth quarter report for the economic impact of tourism in Loudoun County. Again, continuing to see those occupancy numbers grow. You'll see I've highlighted April, May, and June, all above 70%. Even prior to COVID, we were not in those ranges. April of 19 was 62, May was 56, June was 60. That gray line is 2020, so you can see the significant impact that a shutdown or just not traveling had on us. And then the bottom number is the percentage of increase. One note on the occupancy trend, of course we contract with Smith Travel Research to get this data, and with all of the marketplace type, Airbnb, VRBO, all of those type rental places, there's a new data company called AirDNA that we are going to talk with this week on collecting data possibly from those places as well. And especially now that there's hotel motel tax automatically collected on those, we can compare those numbers too. So wanted to give you that note. For 2021, the year to date, 59.9%. So that's just for the first 6 months of 2021. Probably couldn't ask for much better than that at this time, but you'll see this month, last year, of course, way down, and then on the bottom, running 12 months. So since June of 2020, we averaged 56.9% for occupancy. Our public relations activities finished up for the fiscal year. We ended up with 184 published results with Largo, 10 billion potential impressions, and a $98 million ad value. And when you're only investing $17,000, that's quite a bit of a return, and we feel like that was a great bang for our buck. We were able to host our first travel writer in over a year in May. She stayed in the cabins at Country Kinfolk and has written already 4 articles for her blog, which is called Just Short of Crazy. The theme was going to be how to have the perfect girlfriend getaway in Loudoun County. You'll see that's the last one. But she's also created she also had other ideas while she was here. So just spending $1,500 on her trip has already created a nearly $4,000 value. But she'll also try to pitch those stories to newspapers, magazines, other online travel blogs and such to get people interested. Our marketing activities for April to June, of course, $2,000 per month. We're still using dollars to promote our website. Lost it. And then, of course, Facebook ads, social ads to drive people to our website. This is a graph that we've been working on as far as users on our website. So we take our Google Analytics, plug them in, and you can see that in blue is 2020, where the first 6 months just basically flat, and then at the end of May when things started opening back up, the June increase, but then of course the first 6 months of this year, major increase when people were kind of reopening again, and then really wanting to get out and about and plan those trips. Oh, well, thank you very much for your time.
Sure.
Yes, and sweet. List of our board members. Any questions from anyone?
Certainly appreciate what you do for Lenoir City and Loudoun County, and keep up
Thanks,
the good
sir.
work.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, item number one of tonight's agenda is consideration of city council regarding closure of portions of Depot Street as outlined by the special event permit area, the Loudoun County Chamber of Commerce 2021 Chamber Choice Awards on Thursday, the 7th of October, with street closures from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Rodney Rubin, with the president of the Loudoun County Chamber, is here with us. Rodney, come up.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
We'd like to have the same area closed that we used for the Business Expo in June, the Parklet and then Depot Street. Be the same type of activity that we did in Loudon last year for our gala. And have a fun time. The theme this year is come to the county fair. So we're going to set up a county fair right here in Lenoir City. So that's what we'd like to do.
So pray for good weather, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, last year was beautiful, so I think this will be too.
All right, any questions? Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Vice Mayor, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Shields. Discussion, roll call.
Inline.
Yes.
Hines.
Aye.
Wampler.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Brandon. Simpson.
Aye.
You're good to go?
Mayor, thank you, City
Thanks.
Council.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Item two is consideration of person committee's recommendation regarding the award bid for the coverage of the downtown Lenoir City Parkway. Scott.
Thank you, Mayor. We opened bids last Thursday, and we received one bid, which was the winning bid. It was Schuler Crew Construction Incorporated for $48,600. And this is to put the acrylic polymer coating topping on the parklet at South 8th Street.
And just for city council's knowledge, the ones if you don't already know what Rome State Community College is
Committee.
committed to us for $25,000 of that. So, I've met with Dr. Wade several times and Mr. Neerman, and they've committed those funds, and I think Ms. Scott has been in contact with Mr. Neerman, correct?
Yes, today.
And, so they're gonna be paying $25,000 of that, and the rest of it will come out of state street aid.
Correct.
Just another process of a long project. But it's gonna look great. It's complete, the downtown.
Definitely.
Here, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
All right, motion, Mr. Inline, have a second.
Second.
Second by Vice Mayor, discussion, roll call.
Inline. Yes. Hines.
Aye.
Wampler.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Brandon. Simpson.
Aye.
All right, number three is consideration of person committee's recommendation regarding purchase of tractor for use in the Parks and Rec Department. Excuse me.
You should have the quote we received in front of you, which we've given to the purchasing committee, but this would be a Ventrac, everything on the quote sheet, but it would be the Ventrac tractor with the front loader and the forklift attachment, that 3-point hitch with the attachment of ball groomer and a ball field renovator as well. Going through Sourcewell, we'll actually say close to $7,000. Comes in just under about 6,900. But it'd be my recommendation, as presented to the purchasing committee, that we go through Sourcewell to be able to save this discount.
And what's the delivery date on it today?
They're checking as fast as they can, but they were looking closer to the end of September for a realistic date.
And money is in the budget.
We did ask for the $36,000, a part of the main budget, so the price comes in a little over, but we were able to save a little bit of money from the asking for the mower. The mower came in under budget.
Okay. Any questions? Got a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Shields, have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Brandon. Discussion. Roll call.
Inline. Yes. Hines.
Aye.
Wampler.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Brandon. Simpson.
Aye.
Item four is,
Thank you.
thank you, Zach. Item four is consideration of person committee's recommendation regarding lease agreement copiers for the treasurer, codes enforcement, parks and rec. How about Charles?
Yes, sir, thank you. This is 3 copiers that were put in place shortly after City Hall moved into this facility 5 years ago. They are coming off lease this September, but RJ Young, who we are servicing our copiers for us, has agreed to more or less pay off the lease 3 months early for us and let us go ahead and move forward with some new copiers. This will be replacing the copier that the Treasury uses, as well as the one that Codes Department uses and the one that Parks and Rec uses. The current lease we're paying is $298 a month between those 3 machines. The new lease will be $273.61. So we're saving almost $25 a month getting new machines. They're actually, the machine that Parks and Rec gets will be significantly better than what they had. The others are fairly comparable, but we'll also see our cost per copy go down with these new machines. Pricing is based off of an existing lease that RJ Young has with Nashville Metro Schools.
Is this lease 5 years also?
It is 5 years, yes.
Any questions? Have a motion for approval.
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Henline, have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Shields, discussion. Roll call.
Inline.
Yes.
Hines.
Aye.
Wampler.
Yes.
Shields.
Aye.
Branson.
Aye.
Brandon, excuse me, Simpson.
Aye.
All right, thank you, Charles.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Item 5 is consideration of purchasing committee's recommendation regarding the purchase of poll cameras for the drug task force. Of course, Lenoir City is the physical agent. It's the reason it's coming through us, no cost to the city. It's all paid for with the drug task force. And, that's basically it. They requested it and the budget committee approved it. Take any questions? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion, Inline, second, Mr. Shields, Mr. Wilson. Roll call.
Inline.
Yes.
Hines. Wampler.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Brandon.
Aye.
Simpson.
Aye.
And number 6, the item that we added, in reference to George Taylor Eldridge as being hired as a full-time police officer for Lenoir City.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion that we hire George Taylor Eldridge.
All right,
To the
police
police
commissioner makes a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Mayor, discussion. Roll call.
Inline.
Yes.
Hines.
Aye.
Wampler.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Brandon.
Aye.
Simpson.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Good. You're up.
Thank you, sir. I don't have anything tonight, but I appreciate it. I'm just sorry I didn't, get splashed at the splash pad
Yeah.
like you three did, so.
That's all right.
It was
I regret it.
Mr. Brandon, hang into it.
Here's the budget.
Yeah.
All right, great thing, Zach. Thank you. Where'd he go?
He
Back
had to
there?
go, he had to go give a
Okay.
presentation. He texted me.
All right, they done a good job along with the street department, as I said, down there, and it looks good. We'll bring a lot of people in to the downtown area for COVID. All right, any other business? This time, does anyone here like to comment on something that was not on tonight's agenda? Do I have a motion to pay the bills?
I'd like to make a motion to approve all bills and for the accounts to be paid when properly approved and the funds are available.
Vice Mayor makes a motion to pay the bills, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Brandon, discussion, roll call.
Inline.
Yes.
Hines.
Aye.
Wampler.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Brandon.
Aye.
Simpson.
Aye.
Any other business? Have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion with adjourn, Mayor.
Motion, Mr. Henline, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Shields,
Yes, sir.
roll call, Mr. Wilson.
Inline.
Yes.
Hines.
Aye.
Wampler.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Brandon.
Aye.
Simpson.
Aye.
Adjourn, thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, sir. Yes, I have her here. Well, it's SPO.